Hello, how are you guys? I'm super excited to start making YouTube videos now. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing some YouTube because I want to do more in-depth, longer, detailed readings that are collective readings. I'm still offering private readings, but I wanted to also start doing some like more in-depth collective readings. So yes, I'll still be doing TikTok, but welcome to my YouTube channel. And thank you to everyone that's watching this. Yes, so first and foremost, we've got some black obsidian. It's raw. And this is going to be group number 1. I don't know if you can, I hope you can see that well. I do want to buy a vlog camera, like a camera just for tarot, but right now we don't have that. So we're going to do the best we can. That is pile number 1, as you can see here with the 1. Pile number 2 is some fool's gold or pyrite. Love it. Pile number 3, I believe this is an amethyst crystal. I don't know for a fact, but it's very gorgeous, very beautiful. Okay, so today's reading, I probably should have said what today's reading was before. Today's reading, we are going to ask what is happening in this connection. We're going to get like an in-depth just what's happening in this connection reading. So I ask that you take a deep breath, you ask your intuition, you try to connect with yourself and really ask your spirit guides if this is number 1 for you, and number 2, what pile. So I've got the 3 piles here. Go ahead and pause it if you need to. But when you're ready, jump ahead to the timestamps below. Okay, I'm going to start by using the Romance Angel Oracle deck. Oh, wait, this is for pile number 1. Sorry, guys, I'm new to this shit. I'm used to TikTok. It's the raw black obsidian. So we're going to use the Romance Angel Oracle deck. I am getting freaking hot. I feel like this is a group of people that I'm hearing that you weren't very spiritual before the person you're inquiring about. And I just feel like, I feel like I'm burning up. Like you got shit on your chest you gotta get out or something. I don't know. Let's see what this reading is. But I just randomly got super hot. This overall connection. What's going on here overall, Spirit? Okay. We got 3. Huh. Okay. We have separation, so this is definitely going to be a group of you that are in separation. Give your relationship a chance. And then we also have finances and career. We're going to get into it. Right off the bat, what's happening here, I'm hearing a very, very strong message that this reading is for someone that like let go of someone in the past or didn't believe them or like admit their feelings or something like this. They like didn't give the relationship a chance. And it feels like this reading is a reading for you guys to really know what's going on and what to do. It feels like your finances and career are definitely being affected here. And same with this physical separation. But it's like you want to give your relationship a chance. Okay, let's get into this. I don't know if these all 3 will stay up, but we'll try. They probably won't, but I'll put it there. You can see separation. I don't know. We're just gonna... It is hard with a tripod, and how do YouTubers do this, you guys? What? Oh. There we go. The issue is the tripod's all in my way. So it makes it hard sometimes to like move when my tripod's in the way, but I need the tripod to be there. You know what I mean? Okay. So this is going to be, I'm going to do, I don't know if I have space for that actually. I'm going to put that there. You know what? I'm going to start off with this collective energy between you two, what's going on. And then I'm going to get into you and them. Okay? But I want to see first collectively what's going on in the both of you. in this connection in general. Like, you know, what's the goal here? What is spirit trying to work on with you guys individually? But more so like individually for the collective of your connection. Okay, we've got the Page of Cups in reverse. We got the Hanged Man in reverse. We got the Seven of Cups in reverse. We've also got the Queen of Wands. We've got the Lovers. We've got the Empress in reverse. We've also got the Chariot. And I'm going to pull one about the Queen of Wands. Two decided to come out. We got the Nine of Cups. Love this. And the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles does feel like it is reverse. So I'm going to keep it as reverse because it did flip out that way. And I do read reversals. Okay, so can you guys see this? I feel like, yeah, okay. To start off with this collective energy, with this Page of Cups to the Lovers here, I feel like you guys have not talked in a very long time. But on top of that, it just feels like the love is still there and neither one of you know what to do with it. You still feel it, but you're like in this limbo state almost where you're like, yes, I still love them. Yes, I still care about them, but I'm trying to move on with my life is what it feels like. You know, the Lovers represents change. It doesn't just represent love, but it represents a change in yourself. And with this Page of Cups in reverse, and just with the Separation card coming out as well, there is just such a strong message here of like, the love is just not being able to be right now. Like, you guys aren't even able to have the possibility or the opportunity to connect on a romantic level. But with the Lovers there, you know, it's there. It's fucking there. It's just not being able to be expressed is what I'm feeling collectively. You know, on top of that, you've also got the Hanged Man into reverse with the Empress in reverse. You both right now are very much struggling with what to do next. Now I'm hearing like in your life, but I'm almost hearing like what to do next when it comes to this connection. It feels like you feel very stuck in this connection and your feelings for them. And you also don't feel like you have control over your feelings for them. I feel like I'm feeling very heavily that it's just a connection that like you've kind of had on your chest for quite some time, but you don't really talk about it anymore. You don't bring it up anymore, but you still think about it a lot, but no one really in your life knows how much you actually are thinking about it at the moment. And it just feels like you don't know what to do. You can't really do anything. It feels so heavy, like you both just don't know what to do. You both are very stuck right now. You're both in an energy of not feeling very much in your power when it comes to this connection. You know, but you got that Seven of Cups in reverse too with the Chariot, which I love to see. I love to see self-determination. I love to see trying to balance out our yin and yang and self-assuredness, you know, but that Seven of Cups in reverse too is really beautiful because although you guys are feeling very stuck right now, you collectively are really working on breaking illusions in your connection. And I'm hearing that these illusions, they're not just about what they did to you or what you did to them, but it's almost like illusions about yourself. It almost feels like you had this idea of who you were with this person, and now you're starting to look back and be like, okay, well, maybe actually I was a little bit more aggressive than I thought I was, or I was more of a dick, or blah, blah, blah. But it just feels like you're looking back with this fresh perspective and starting to really take accountability and hold yourself hold yourself accountable for some of the for some of the ways you acted. I'm just hearing that there was this illusion that the other person really did you wrong, and they did, but you also in ways were not integral. You in ways did not treat yourself right or listen to yourself right. And so with this here, there's just this collective energy of like with this Chariot, you know, to the Seven of Cups. It's just such a strong message of like kind of breaking through those illusions, like being aware of the illusions, looking back and seeing these illusions. You know, this Chariot, I want you to look at the like yin and yang on the Chariot of the Sun and Moon deck. It's so interesting, but everything here, you know, is black and white. This is talking about our masculine and feminine energy, our yin and our yang. And so it does feel like you're balancing that. Collectively, you guys are balancing it. On an individual level, if that makes sense. You're collectively, individually breaking through some damn illusions. Love to see it. Because, you know, here we got a lot of stuck to energy, but it's almost like it's just going to have to be stuck right now because that is not the focus. You shouldn't be focusing on this. You have to really break some of these illusions, and you're going with this Chariot. You're doing it, and right now is not the time to stop breaking those illusions. But through breaking these illusions, you're going to start to break the illusion that you're stuck, and also break the illusion that you guys can't be together, or the universe can't bring you back together. We got the Nine of Cups to the Queen of Wands. This is telling me that both of you, and we got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. It's in my hand. Sorry, I'm just itching my eye. Okay. Essentially with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it does kind of feel like your life is a little bit out of balance, in that you're trying to find your balance right now, especially when it comes to this connection and where this connection fits in your head. But I'm also hearing with this Queen of Wands and this Nine of Cups that you both are really focusing on your passions and your like happiness. I am hearing career, but it's not really about the career. It's just about like what it is you want in life. Like you guys are actively taking the steps you want for your self-fulfillment and your independence. And I love to see that for you both. But you both are in an energy with this Two of Pentacles in reverse where there's a lack of balance, where there's some sort of extremity happening. There's, you know, there's that black and white again, baby, that yin and yang. Maybe this person you're inquiring about is the opposite color of you. But yeah, change. You know, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it does also remind me of like a fear of change, being afraid of change. And so some of this Hanged Man in reverse energy with this Empress in reverse energy, it's probably coming from you not dealing with the change. We're not like wanting to accept the change. We're not allowing yourself to flow with the change, right? So you're kind of keeping yourself stuck in order to not change, to stay in your comfort zone. I want to see now I'm going to do you and them. How are you both? Like, what's going on right now with you guys? You know, we've got this collective energy of what's happening, but I want to know what is happening on an individual level in this connection, especially towards the perspective of the other person, if that makes sense. So I want to ask kind of how you're viewing, how do you view them and how they view you, and kind of what's going on in their head about you and what's going on in your head about them. Okay, so we're going to start off with shuffling for you. I am going to pull some oracle cards at the end and give you guys advice. Oh, that was kind of a weak shuffle. My deepest apologies. Okay. There's the Lovers. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the Lovers too. Did all of you guys get the Lover? Two of Swords. It did come out reverse. It really feels like it goes with the Lovers. I'm gonna get something else with that Nine of Pentacles. Six of Wands in reverse. That makes sense. I'm gonna start with these four right now, and then I'm just gonna like keep pulling more. What's that overall energy? Eight of Wands in reverse to the Five of Cups in reverse. This is the bottom deck energy. We're gonna keep this because this really feels true. Okay, what is their energy sphere right now? What's going on with them regarding this connection? I really have to learn how to do the like inverted shuffle or whatever. But I feel like this deck is so much thicker than the other. Three of Cups in reverse, the Magician in reverse. Look at that. They got the Nine of Cups. I really have to figure out like a better way to do this. It's our first video though, so we're gonna do it together and we're gonna just through time figure it out, babes, aren't we? Okay, We got the Three of Cups in reverse. We got the Five of Swords. We got the Nine of Cups in reverse, actually, and the Magician. The Nine of Cups did come out upright, but as I was moving it, it is now reversed, and I feel actually that it's meant to be reversed. So we're going to keep that there. We got the Hierophant and the Knight of Swords. Okay. Let's talk about this. So, basically what's going on right now is with you and your energy, you've got quite a bit of blocked energy. And this person does too. But you both have blocked energies for different reasons. I want you to notice how every card for you is in the reverse position, but the Nine of Pentacles, but the card of like self-fulfillment, material happiness, material wealth, you know, independence, right? And that's the energy you are in right now. You are in that energy. And I love that energy for you, but there is such a large, it's like you're in this position of feeling good and great with everything in your life, but you still feel like there is no closure with this connection here. And that is what's almost triggering. With the Six of Wands in reverse to this Five of Cups in reverse, it's interesting because it's like the Five of Cups, you're coming out of this energy. And I love that for you. You know, you're coming out of this energy of focusing on the sadness, but you're yet to be to the point where you find the victory in this connection, where you find it's almost like you know the lessons, but you don't know how to appreciate them yet. And it's like you're grateful for where this person put you, but you're not grateful for them. You're not grateful for the experience, but you're grateful for how the lesson shaped you into being the better person you are now. You know, and with that also being said, we got the Two of Swords here to the Lovers in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. You know, this is indicating to me that you feel like you have to make a decision on letting them go. On like, you have to just rip it. It almost feels like you're so frustrated because this Lovers is also in reverse, and it's almost like you keep telling yourself, they don't want me. They have never wanted me. I don't know why I keep trying to pursue this in my head, why I keep chasing this thought. And it's a really difficult energy too, because with this Eight of Wands, it's almost like you're fighting against yourself. You know, this is in reverse. This is withholding your energy. This is like, no, I can't do it. You know, the Eight of Wands upright is a very fast moving energy. It's like, let's go, let's do it. The Eight of Wands in reverse always reminds me of kind of a cowardly, fearful energy of like, I'm not ready, but it's still happening. And so this is a very strong message for you that like, although they're not like back in your life, or you're not seeing those things, you have to recognize that your thoughts about them still affect them, and they still affect you in this connection. You guys may not see each other, you guys may not talk, you guys are very clearly in separation here, but the things that you're saying and the energy you're putting into to them when you think about them and when you think about this connection, it's still coming back to you, and it's still affecting this connection. And so there's just a really strong message here, or like not message, but like a strong urge for you to really, with this Two of Swords, work on balancing between your head and your heart. You know, like not going from loving yourself to shaming yourself. You know what I mean? Like kind of finding that balance, that in between, that like, you know, finding that Nine of Pentacles energy, but trying to take this Lovers and, you know, putting it upright by feeling you love yourself. What's going on with them essentially is with this Three of Cups in reverse to this Five of Swords, they're very much in an energy of contemplation. And the reason why I say contemplation is because of this Hierophant upright, just coming out as like an overall energy for them. But, you know, with this Five of Swords too, you know, there's a lot of deception I feel like they're opening up to understanding how they've deceived others. And with this Three of Cups in reverse to this Nine of Cups in reverse, they're very, very, they feel really shitty right now. They feel like a horrible friend and a horrible person. And they're very much not okay with who they are right now. There is this message with the Five of Swords, the Magician in reverse, that they're really trying to address the shit that they do and they say towards other people in their life. I'm almost hearing like they've just hidden a lot of things from others. You know, if you look on the Five of Swords, you can see, you know, his back, you know, they're, focus in, their backs are turned and he's stealing Three of the Swords, right? So it's a very, it's like deception that you know is there, but you're not thinking of the consequence in some way. And it feels like this person, that's basically what's happened. They're very much stuck with kind of having to tiptoe around the people in their life and hide. It's almost like they hide this connection. I'm not gonna lie. It genuinely feels like they hide the truth of this connection, maybe to themselves, to you, or to this, you know, there may be a third party with this Three of Cups in reverse, and if that is the case, you already know that, but it does indicate that it is kind of going downhill right now with this Three of Cups in reverse. I do want to say though, you know, with this Magician in reverse too, it almost feels like they're getting a lot of karma back, but negative karma right now. And with this Queen of Pentacles upright and this Nine of Swords, you know, with this Queen of Pentacles, it almost feels like they have their shit together on the outside, but they don't want any of it. It's almost like everything they've worked for, they feel like they don't want anymore. The Queen of Pentacles is a very loving, nurturing energy, but you see that pentacle right there and how she's like gazing at it. It's almost like that's what they do. They're okay financially right now, or they're not super struggling. Maybe they just got a job or something like this, or they have a comfortable home and they love their home. But the thing is that they're longing for something. They're very deeply longing for something. It's like they focus so much on wealth, or so much on their careers, so much on building a new home life, that they did not at all realize what they had done by letting you go. And I'm hearing like, and when I say let go, I'm not hearing like let go from a relationship. I'm almost hearing like let go of a friendship. It almost feels like you are more hurt that they walked away when they were your best friend, rather than the romance kind of dying out. It just feels like you miss their presence more than anything, and they're starting to understand that your presence meant everything to them. Yeah. With this Knight of Swords to the Hierophant, you know, it's a lot about higher learning. It could be a Taurus with the Hierophant here. There's a lot of higher learning, but look at that yin and yang again. You see those two bald men? That's trying to represent the yin and yang again. So there is a huge message between both readings, like both decks here, regarding balance in this yin and yang energy. You know, yin and yang is also here. There's just a message of like looking within yourself and trying to balance between your head and your heart. It feels like sometimes you overly analyze and critique yourself through a logical perspective, in order to put down your heart in some way. I did just see 111. So be very mindful of that at the moment. And with this Knight of Swords, they may come through and try to apologize or give you some sort of message with this Knight of Swords. But also, you know, additionally with this Knight of Swords, it's almost like they're cutting through their own bullshit. But they're very impulsively, they're kind of making a mess right now of their life. And the reason why I say that is because it almost feels like, it almost, maybe that's it. It's almost like this realization came at them full speed, and now they don't know what to do. So let's pull some advice cards on this connection. We're going to use this one, the Illuminated Earth Oracle deck. I'm going to just clean up these cards really fast. Okay, let's get these. I did cleanse these earlier before I started filming. I just put them back while I was filming the other parts because of space. So they are nice and clean. Let's get some advice messages. Okay. I did just see 2255. Any more? Yeah. Okay. And we've got water. They might have strong water placements, but this talks a lot about your feelings. We've also got influence, and we've also got tempest. Tempest? You guys, I'm bad at reading. I like reading. I just bad at it. Like, I do read. I just can't read very well. Okay. Oh, that was a lot. Oh, but one flipped over. Okay. So, first and foremost, we've got, look at that drop. We've got the no. Now is a time to give importance to your needs. It is not for yourself. Oh, it is not selfish, but necessarily to live a balanced life. There's that fucking word balanced again, you guys. Say no, take time for yourself, and above all, do not feel shame for this. If anyone would shame you, then you are not good for that. Then they are no good for you. They are not for your good. Is what that said. Sorry. We've also got the stillness, quiet peace, and confrontation. To stay busy is to stay distracted. Something that can help us service our pains and troubles, but does nothing to heal them. Though it may be daunting, take time to be still. Let the silence envelope you, and learn to just be. Envelop you, or whatever. I don't know. I genuinely, guys, think sometimes I can't read. Okay, so the next card that came out for you is Tempest. Tempest. And I'm going to read from the book on that one, because this book be writing them so beautifully. And I love the message for Tempest. I can never say it, but I always remember it because I can never fucking say it. Huh? Me. Okay. Like the unbridled energy released during an electrical storm, we may find ourselves in a situation that is both violent and activating. Utilize this energy with caution, recognizing this can be a catalyst to both healing and harmful outcomes. Yes. Okay. And I love that message so much. But it's so funny because, like, the entire theme of this reading has been so much about balance, and just like how the energy you're putting out is still going out. Both of you. It's like this person is doing a lot of reflection, a lot of thinking, but what's going on right now? You guys are leveling up. You are not at the same stage as them spiritually, and you know that. So you're not sitting there contemplating, thinking, blah, blah, blah. No, your job right now, and I just saw 11. Sorry to yell at you guys, but your job right now is to really analyze yourself. Is to really, really ask yourself if you're balanced, to listen to both your head and your heart, and to really sit with yourself and release some of this blocked energy. And in order to release it, that's just allowing yourself to let it flow. That's when you're really sad, you let yourself cry. When you're really angry, you give out a big old scream. Because, you know, this Tempest is very influential on your life. And there's this message here of recognizing the influences surrounding you. But it's, you know, this energy that you got from them, this connection that you have with them, it isn't going away. It's still there. And instead of focusing on how to get it to go away, you have to flow with it. And that's where this water card also comes in. Water itself holds a lot of memory and a lot of feeling. Water talks about your feeling. It talks about, and it can also talk about getting drowned in your own emotions. But with the water card, this is a good a good thing that you could do is maybe connect with more water right now. If you're someone that loves swimming, go out and swim. But there's this message of just letting yourself flow with your emotions right now in order to create a better balance. And this is going to help this connection. You know, they're very much working on them and themselves, and they're having to analyze a lot and like level up emotionally. But right now it is your job to level up almost spiritually. Okay, so that's all I've got for you guys. I hope that helps you. I'll see you next time. Hello, pile number 2. This is for everyone that chose this gold pyrite. Pile number 2. It's beautiful, isn't it? Okay. So, please bear with me. This is my first ever tarot reading here on YouTube. So, I'm trying to figure out how to do it all, you know? But we're going to start off with this. So, I'm going to pull, from the Romance Angel Oracle deck. And we're going to pull kind of an overall like energy theme for this reading. Then what we're going to do is we're going to look at the connecting energies in this connection. Essentially like what is collective between the two of you. And then we're going to do kind of a comparison. Your energy, their energy, and some advice. So let's get into the overall energy. Gonna move these out the way for a second. I feel like it needs to be split. I'm sorry. There we go. It did. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more. There we go. Okay. So what's going on in this connection? We've got new love, we've got passion, and we've also got finances and career. I want the light to get it. Okay, so I'm gonna keep these up here because they're gonna be just in our entire reading. I'll go like this. So that's essentially the theme right now. What's going on right now? It seems as though with this new love, this passion, this finances and career, I feel like this is a new love. I don't think it's a rekindling. The last group really felt like a separation and all of that. This doesn't feel like a separation. This feels like a new love that you've probably met at work that you really like, and I feel like it's taken you by surprise. So if that doesn't resonate, this might not be the reading for you, but you're more than welcome to stick around for this collective energy. Let's see what's going on collectively in this. Collectively, I mean like energy that both you and this other person are sharing right now and mirroring. Ooh, we got the High Priestess in reverse. We got the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. I want to talk about... Sorry, I just dropped a couple cards. So I want to pick them up before I talk about the other cards. I'm going to pull some more cards. Oh, okay. Sorry. We got the Four of Pentacles, or no, sorry, the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Okay. I'm going to pull some clarifiers for these. This is the Sun and Moon tarot deck, if you're wondering. There we go. Okay, I knew. Okay, so this feels like a connection here where you guys have not told each other your feelings at all. With the King of Swords in reverse to the Page of Pentacles, I feel like this has not started. And that's probably why you're here on this reading right now. With this passion, this new love, and the finances and career as well. With finances and career, that could be something that's affecting the relationship right now, but it feels like you met them through your career, or you know them somehow through your passions / career. But with this King of Swords to this Page of Cups, they're both in reverse, right? We've got some blocked energy here, which is totally okay. There might be something significant we've also got a pack of 3. That could be significant. But, you know, this King of Swords energy, with it being in reverse, it does mean that there's a bit of confusion here. That there is, and with this Page of Pentacles in reverse, you know, it feels like it hasn't grounded. It's almost like it hasn't had the opportunity to ground. It's like you guys haven't had the opportunity to speak about this, or you haven't, right? With this High Priestess in reverse to the Ace of Swords, that's my indication that you are kind of in your head about this. You're not really listening to yourself, but you're really in your head. And you're trying very hard with this Ace of Swords to figure the truth out, to figure out if this other person likes you or where this is headed, what they want. There's a lot of analyzing the other person, but not a lot of asking yourself how you feel about this person, on both sides. But with the Six of Pentacles, you know, to the World in reverse. Sorry, I'm just going to take a sip of water really fast. I actually opted for the vanilla Coke instead of the water. Okay. With the Six of Pentacles here, in the Universe in reverse, or the World card in reverse, there's the World. This indicates to me that you're very hesitant. You're very hesitant to be the vulnerable one to begin with. It feels like with that Six of Pentacles, you're looking for equal reciprocation. You're asking if they're giving you equal reciprocation, and they feel the same. But with the Universe in reverse, there is like this fear of change, this fear of going into the next cycle. It's like this fear that they don't reciprocate those feelings. But with this Four of Swords, this Four of Pentacles in reverse, you know, you kind of feel out of control. I feel like you're very stuck in your head. You feel powerless. Like you don't know how to figure out if they like you. You don't know if they like you. You don't know where this is going. You don't know if you should pursue this. It feels very, very cute. So let's get into how you feel and how they feel about you. And then we're going to kind of go along with that. It really does feel like they do have feelings for you. I'm just going to cleanse this deck and this deck. Okay, we're going to do you first. Oops, I probably should have thought about that. The Temperance card dropped. Okay. This is your energy right now. This is what's going on in this connection for you. How are you feeling is really what I'm setting the intention to be. We got the Justice card. Oh, a bunch of cards just fell. Four of Swords again. So you're really in this Four of Swords energy. Oh. Look at that. The Hierophant. We've also got the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Swords. Ah, look what came out. The Temperance. That bitch wanted to come out. Let's get their energy. I'm going to move this deck. I'm sorry, I bumped the tripod. I'm going to just move these over a little bit so we can see them, huh? I will hold them up for us. For you. Let's get their energy though. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, the Two of Cups. It came out in reverse. So they too are questioning a lot right now. Queen of Pentacles. Love to see the Queen of Pentacles. It did come out in the first pile. The Chariot. You both have the Ten of Swords. Both of you. We've also got the Five of Pentacles here. Okay. Let's talk about this a little bit. So for you, you've got the Justice to the Four of Swords here. You've also got the Hierophant to the Ten of Swords. This Hierophant to the Ten of Swords, and it's interesting because they have the Queen of Pentacles to the Ten of Swords. So I honestly feel like this has less to do about you and more to do about your guys's kind of trauma that's coming up right now. You know, with this Queen of Pentacles, it really feels like they have to feel like they have to provide, like they have to feel like they can provide. They have to feel like it's stable. There's a level of comfort. They might be an earth sign. I'm hearing Taurus quite heavily, but and the Hierophant is here. But it just feels like they kind of break their own heart, or they've had, like, especially with the Ten of Swords, they've had something in the past that really broke their heart, really betrayed them. But with this Hierophant to the Ten of Swords for you, it really feels like this is you healing from a lot of your childhood trauma, a lot of the structures, and growing and learning from those childhood structures that were instilled in you. We've also got the Justice to the Four of Swords with you. So this is really, it could be that you've known this person and you're just not feeling the same reciprocation. But you know, with this Justice to this Four of Swords, there's so much contemplation on balance here. There's so much contemplation on, like, equal give and take. There's a lot of mystery here, and it just feels like you're kind of in the dark still, and you haven't been given the truth about how they feel, but you've also not told them the truth. With this Hierophant to the Ten of Swords, it does feel like you've withheld the truth at times from them. It does kind of feel like they don't know that you have feelings for them. With this Two of Cups in reverse to the Ace of Pentacles, I'm getting a really strong indication that they want something with you. With this Ace of Pentacles, they want to ground something. But with this Two of Cups in reverse, it's really feeling like one of you are rejecting the other person. Or one of you is not understanding or didn't understand the complexity of this connection at first. And so with this new love, it could be that you are actually someone coming back. Or that you just heard back from someone from a very long time ago. But if not, don't worry. It could still be your reading. You know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But with this Two of Cups in reverse, there's just like a strong message too of not allowing some sort of change in this friendship. And I did just see 11, and I've seen 1144 as well in this reading already. So I've seen 11 twice. So if this is resonating with you, this might be your message, but it really just feels like one of you is really blocking the other one out, right? We've also got this Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Swords, which indicates to me that, again, someone was really hurt because they were blocked out. But with this Chariot, there's still a lot of determination to kind of push their way back in. But you, my lovely, are in a Temperance, Queen of Cups sort of energy. You're healing a lot emotionally, and this is triggering you emotionally. And so what's going on here is not that they don't like you, and it's more that it's not that they don't want you. It's really that you are up in your head, and you have to address the root of where some of this is coming from. I feel like I say that all the time in my private readings as well, but there's just this message of healing yourself emotionally, and you are in that energy. And what's going on here is the universe is kind of asking you to level up emotionally, to sort of address maybe some of those, you know, toxic traits you've got with this Hierophant to this Ten of Swords, some of that self-limiting belief crap, some of that stuff in you that keeps you in a negative thought cycle. You know, and with them, they really want to start something with you, but there is that Ten of Swords in both of your guys' spreads, which is an indication that you guys have to balance that Ten of Swords. You guys have to figure out this Ten of Swords energy. You have to figure out how to release some of those swords, you know, how to release some of that pain. With the Chariot as well. Oh, okay, sorry. With the Chariot as well here, you know, there's another call for balance. There's another message of balance. And I say that because you got the yin and yang, links. But also, you know, the Chariot does talk a lot about self-determination. There's a will, there's a way with the Chariot. So know that this person is pushing themselves very hard to make things right in this connection, or to like not let you go. I want to get some advice cards now. And I'm just going to do it over these. And then I'm going to get some other advice cards after that. Where? There's the other deck. I cleansed these decks earlier, so they're all good to go. The journey home. Rest, comfort, security. Our inner beings long for us to reside as one. Take time today to rest into who you are, your body, your soul, and your heart. Place your hands on your chest, breathe deeply, and allow your mind to envision the home within. There's another message of like resting and contemplating again for you. The sacred ritual, dedication, wonder, and reward. Rituals can be of great worth to us. Try to help, they help move our consciousness forward into the present moment, grounding us in who we are and who we can become. Try committing to several days of a new ritual, no matter how big or small. Love that. Let's get some other messages of advice here. What do you have for advice here, Spirit? That's a lot. Okay. 2 came out. Let's see. We've got wisdom and fire. I'm going to read out the book for both the wisdom and fire because I really love the way they like write it in the book. I feel like I never do it justice when I talk about them. The girls, boys, I can't read. Whatever. The pearl of age, wisdom, is the gift of accumulated. It's also Mercury retrograde, but I am dyslexic. Okay, I'm going to restart that. Wisdom is the gift of accumulated knowledge and experience, as well as the intrinsic knowing present in nature. Intrinsic? What? I'm fucking this up. Whatever. Basically, I totally messed up this wisdom thing. I'm like self-critiquing myself right now, you guys. Okay, so basically with wisdom, I keep freaking it up. I hate Mercury retrograde. Basically, this is calling upon you to have wisdom in this situation, but it's, you know, it's also a message of like seeking your own truth. There's a message here of you really feeling like you are in, like one or both of you are in the dark about the other person, and there is such a strong message of one of you really trying to seek the truth and another one of you really trying to ground the connection, or like overthinking how to ground the connection. So there's this message of using your discernment and your own wisdom and your own inner knowing to get you through some of the confusion right now. And know that it's Mercury retrograde and things are not going to stay the same. It is a very confusing time for us all. With fire, it says, as one of the 4 physical elements, fire brings us inspiration, creativity, and focus, while also being associated with the masculine properties of strength and life force. This card can indicate a powerful time of transformation and creative energy. You know, with these two together, this is really talking about how you are at a point in time, especially with this Temperance to this Queen of Cups, you are healing some sort of emotional trauma, some sort of emotional blockage right now. And with this wisdom and fire, there is also a message of taking time to really reflect on you and focus on you and to not think about them. You know, with the sacred ritual and the journey home, there's just a really strong message of doing something for you and resting and giving yourself comfort and love, but also allowing yourself to express yourself in whatever ways. If that's crying, that's crying. If that's yelling, that's yelling. Yes, I think that is everything I have for you guys. Thank you, and I will see you next week. Hello, beautiful number pile 3. Beautiful pile number 3. You guys, Mercury retrograde, I feel like has affected my language. Because it's the planet. I'm trying to focus this for you. Isn't it beautiful? So it's pile number 3. Everyone that chose this beautiful purple crystal. What is going on in this connection? So we're gonna get an overall energy here. A couple. We're gonna pull 3 exactly. We're not gonna say this is the romance angel oracle deck. We're gonna kind of see what the overall energy is. Okay. Okay, there's 3. I just dropped a couple, so I'm gonna grab them. Wow. So you got finances and career, true love, and make the efforts. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. True love, finances, and career. So, we're going to see what's going on. We're going to see what's going on in this connection, what the collective energy in this connection is between you both. What are you both going through right now? What is the collective energy? I'm going to just take a drink of cherry Coke really fast because I'm thirsty. Okay. Oh, I was going to shuffle. The Magician, we love to see it. 2 of Cups. This really is, damn, 4 of Wands. There's that 10 of Wands. So I was like, this is a really good connection. It is a really good connection. There is a lot of love here to start off with. I'm going to move these over just a little bit because I feel like it's a bit uneven on camera. And I want to make space for all of them. But also got the 4 of Wands. That's deeper commitment. That is my twin flame card too, the 1111 card. If you believe in that or you resonate with that. 2 of Wands. 3 of Cups. Okay, lots of cards came out. Oh, we got the Ace of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords. We've got the 9 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, okay. We've also got the, sorry, we got the 9 of Cups. I was getting messages. We've also got the 2 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, and I want to start off with talking about this. It feels like there was a decision to make in this connection. In that decision, it feels like you both made a decision. It feels like one of you made a decision here with this 3 of Cups, with maybe a third party or being single. Now, if this is a third party, you already know about it. I don't want you to come out of this reading thinking that I told you. There is someone else. You will know. But it is true love. I feel like you haven't stopped thinking about this person. It's very obvious, very clear. Neither one of you have. With this 2 of Cups, though, you guys built a very, very strong connection. With this 2 of Swords and this Ace of Pentacles, though, here, there's a message here of like choosing and making a decision on what to ground, what to start. I don't know if there's any significant imagery there for you, but there is just the strong indication that there was a decision, that there was a crossroads. One of you chose really your happiness not your happiness. One of you was forced to kind of choose your independence, or ended up being single the entire time or something. I'm just hearing that one of you kind of went into another relationship. It does not feel like it's a new person. It does feel like it is an old person. Hence why what's going on in your connection. But you know, with this Magician and this Two of Wands, it does really feel like for a very long time you both collectively had different ideas of the future, but I feel like there was hope that you guys would be together. With this Ten of Wands, there is this burden this connection still holds that you both have. Now with this Ace of Pentacles and this Two of Swords, I'm hearing now that there's another crossroads. And this crossroads is for that other person. It feels like you were at a crossroads several months ago where you had to decide whether or not you let go. And it feels like now they're at a crossroads as to whether or not they come forward and make the effort. With this Magician to the Two of Wands, it does feel like you both are really thinking about your future and figuring out where you want your future to go. It feels like, two with this Nine of Cups and this Four of Wands, there is such a strong message with this Nine of Cups of like self-happiness and independence. You both are working towards your greatest fulfillment emotionally, and just independent wise, like in your life, you know, like your self contentment and fulfillment. With this Two of Cups and this Three of Cups, you know, there's a lot of thinking of old times. There's a lot of really wishing you could celebrate with this person. I'm hearing like just a lot of nostalgia at the moment. It's a really beautiful spread, the collective energy between you both, because it's like you guys are doing well individually in life, but there is still here with this Ten of Wands, there's still some sort of tie to this connection. And I understand why you've come to this video. I feel like this is something kind of in the back of your mind that is kind of always there, but it's just in the back of your mind and you're focused on you right now. And I love that for you, but I understand why, because it feels like you still think about this person all the time. So with the Nine of Cups, the Four of Wands, as well, I want to talk a little bit about how with the Four of Wands, you know, there is a message here that the cycle itself will come into some sort of completion soon. That that you both are working towards completing whatever cycle it is that kind of kept you guys apart. I don't feel like the cycle kept you apart, but it just wasn't. You guys were not aligned. And it feels like you've really been focusing on yourselves and what's going on right now. And the reason why you can't stop thinking about them is with this King of Pentacles too here with this Ten of Wands, it feels like they have leveled up. It feels like you had to wait for them to level up in order to like bring closure to this situation. And I want to clarify that closure doesn't mean that you guys could never be together or something like this. Closure just means that you have somehow balanced the karma for the connection. You know, there is karma in here. But you know, with this Ten of Wands and it's smack dab in the middle of your reading, it's still there. It needs to dissipate. It needs to leave because it's still there for you both. But you have so much love around that. So, you know, don't focus too heavily on that Ten of Wands, but know that there is still, there's still some oppression that needs to be addressed. I feel like there's just some sort of elephant in the room that kind of still needs to be addressed in this connection. Let's get, I want to do your energy. I'm going to use this deck, and then I'm going to do their energy, and we're going to kind of see what's up, and then we're going to get some advice cards like I did for the other group. Okay, I shuffled that for for a hot minute. I'm gonna shuffle theirs as well, and then I'm gonna get from each. I'm gonna shuffle shuffle it like that. It's this deck. I'm really bad at shuffling cards, like without bending them a lot. And this deck has been bent so many times. There we go. Okay. Nope. I want to put these back in and shuffle a little bit more. I don't trust that spirit. What's their energy, spirit? Ooh, the Emperor. You are in a masculine energy, baby. Oh, the Lovers in reverse, of course. With the Emperor. The Ace of Cups. There's that Justice card again for you, baby. Got the Queen of Swords in reverse. I'm going to move these up a little bit. I think next time I'm going to try to figure out a better system. Seven of Swords. What's their energy? The Hermit. They are really within themselves at the moment. I think I just want one more. Thank you. Okay, we got the Hermit. We got the Page of Swords. They do really want to reach out. Damn, look at this. We got the Two of Swords. Didn't I say they're trying to make a decision? We got the Moon, King of Pentacles in reverse, and Knight of Cups. Okay, so with this King of Pentacles in reverse, and it's funny because we got the Two of Swords and the King of Pentacles, but the King of Pentacles upright for that collective energy. With this King of Pentacles in reverse, it can mean that they are still working on leveling up. Number one, especially with this Moon card and this Page of Swords. They're trying to figure out what it is to say to you. They're trying to figure out how it is to stay with you. And as well with this King of Pentacles, they might be having issues financially or feeling adequate enough. With this Moon card here to this Two of Swords, there is a message of them very much fearing making the wrong decision. I feel like with this Knight of Cups, they do want to come forward and somehow offer you some sort of love, but they don't feel adequate with this King of Pentacles. If they did choose someone else over you, it does feel like they know that they need to leave this person. It doesn't feel like they have already left this person. With the Moon card as well, this is just another message of there are things unknown. There are things being hidden, being kept from you. And there are things they're keeping from you or they feel are kept from them. Don't think about it too heavily, but this is a them thing. They're very much in a place of fear right now, but it's very important that they do be in a place of fear, because with this Hermit card to this Page of Swords, it's really giving them the opportunity right now to cut through some of their own bullshit, to figure some of their own shit out that they kind of have not yet taken emotional accountability for, and they really need to. That's kind of like their lesson right now, and you need to respect that that's their lesson. You don't have to, but you know, the spirit wants you to. With this Lovers in reverse to the Emperor, it really feels like you're in an energy of, I almost want to say being very angry at them, very frustrated at them. It feels like you're annoyed that you still think about them. Because it feels like you've done a lot to change your life and your situation and to move on from this heartbreak. With the Ace of Cups though to the Justice, I feel like there's a strong indication here that you just want some sort of real love, something that finally once and for all feels real. And I feel like with this Justice as well, you know, there's a message here of balancing that karma, but getting that back. With that Ace of Cups, you're getting that back. What's going on? The universe is preparing you right now for some sort of karmic return of a love that you deserve. And this love here, now this Lovers, we do want to work on trying to put that in the upright position. But you know, with this Lovers being blocked, there is an indication that your desire for this person or your inability to forgive this person and maybe move on from some of your anger is blocking love at the moment. But don't be, you know, with this Queen of Swords, this Seven of Swords, don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, with this Queen of Swords, you need to stand up for yourself. But with this, especially with this Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords, energy, you really need to stand up for yourself right now. I feel like there's something in your life or something that doesn't feel real, right. Sorry, not real. It could be that if this person, you know, I'm just hearing that there are things in your life you feel like, that's okay, that's it. You feel very taken advantage of from this person with this queen, and that's kind of keeping you a little bit trapped. And with the Seven of Swords too, it's like something's kind of hidden from you, but you're like secret. It's not hidden. It's like you're noticing it, or you're like spying on it. And with this Queen of Swords though, you're also not really being quite honest with yourself. I want to clarify this because I'm getting like several messages and I'm getting a little bit off. Ooh, you've got the Chariot. Okay. So, there is a message here that you're kind of blocking some of your own happiness. You're it's like you're very much in an energy of analyzing this connection and this person and trying to determine where they hurt you, and what the real truth was. But there's this message that the truth has to come from them, because no matter how much you investigate or stalk or think about it or overthink it, you are never going to believe it until it comes out of their mouth. And so there's this message here of letting that flow too, of knowing that, number one, but also allowing yourself the space and the time to be okay with waiting for them to give you an answer, if that makes sense. There's a message here, finding peace on your own, finding peace in your own way. But they are really debating you in this connection with this Two of Swords. But they're still stuck in fear, and you've got to let them figure out this fear a little bit on their own. I'm hearing it almost feels like the more you come forward and help them do things, they feel less adequate. It's like they want you so desperately to kind of make the first move, but at the same time, which I don't feel you're going to with that Emperor there, at the same time though, there's like, if you do make the first move, they're gonna feel really annoyed because they didn't do it. It's annoying. You got the Hermit at the bottom deck, so look at that. You guys are both kind of in your Hermit energy. Let's get some advice cards for you though. This is a true love though, remember that, okay? Remember, we have make the effort as well. Finances and career. Didn't I mention with that King of Pentacles in reverse, they might be struggling financially? So that could be affecting how forward they come. Let's get some advice for you. Pile number 3. I want them to fall out. With this deck, I like to have them fall out a little bit better. The universe is like, those were the cards you were meant to take, woman. There's one. There we go, there's 2. The no. In the party. Say no to parties. No, I'm just joking. It's Libra season. Don't say no to no parties. You know, if it's Libra season, they're going to be good parties. Same in Sagittarius season. Sagittarius season. I'm a Sagittarius. I hit my vape a little bit too hard. Let's get some other advice messages for you. So with the party, I'm gonna hold it up actually when I read it. I'm gonna shuffle these a couple of times. Look at that. We got all the messages we need. Oh, we got 4. Didn't I say something about balance earlier? You've got balance. Please focus, my guy. You don't want to focus today? There we go. Balance. We've also got patience here. We've got upheaval and release. Okay, and then the first messages we got, the first one is the no. Boundaries, self-care, and strength. Now is a time to give importance to your needs. It is not selfish but necessary to live a balanced life. Say no, take time for yourself, and above all, do not feel shame for this. If anyone would shame you, then they are not good for your good. Then they are not for your good. There's some roses. There is a bumblebee right there. If you see anything you like. The next one is the party, and this has got several interesting images on it. Okay, the party. Celebration, community, and friendship. To celebrate is to experience life at its fullest. Cultivate an air of celebration today through action or by spirit. Invite others to celebrate with you and let yourself enjoy their company. Friendships make life all the more sweeter. Love that. I'm gonna just... How do I want to do this? Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna take just a cup of water. I can feel their like throat chakra. You know, I was looking at the release when I started coughing. I said water like I'm not drinking fucking cherry cola. Anyway, let's get into these ones. The first one is upheaval. Upheaval. It has kind of a negative association, upheaval. But it's okay. Release has a good one. Patience has a good one. And balance has a very... It's just kind of like a matter of... It's neither good nor bad. Anyway, upheaval. This is a disturbance in the normal order of things. Division caused by unexpected chaos may call for a reordering of your familiar routine. Have faith you'll be able to face challenges ahead and order be restored in due time. Seek out resources that are available to assist you. That goes very strongly with this balance and trying to seek balance right now, and I'm trying very hard. If this would focus, that would be lovely. Yes. So there is a strong message of you focusing on balance right now and trying to balance out your daily routine and just your life. I'm hearing a lot of like balancing out your head and your heart. So like career in work with your passion sort of thing. We've also got release and patience. So with the patience card, of course, it talks a lot about patience, obviously, but it's also a reminder of looking back on what it is you've done and looking back at how patient you have already been. Progress and achievement, you know, sometimes they're slow and sometimes you can't recognize it, but when you allow the events to kind of unfold naturally and you go with the flow, then you're able to see the roses a little bit clearer, if that makes sense. So this is really calling for you to have patience in this connection. But to most of all, have patience for yourself. Okay? I think that's all I've got for you today. Thank you for watching. Bye.